Welcome back, YouTube. We down here trying to dig us some earthworms here today. Might try to use some of them some next week there. Fish a little bit. I like to use the earthworms. Sometimes dig my own earthworms. Can't find my grubbing hoe, so I got a little spade here I keep bringing in the boat sometime. I don't know what happened to my grubbing hoe. I lost it years ago. Down here in these roots where you needed that, and them worms right up close to the top. We could dig us a few of these and try these a little while today. See what we can do with a few old earthworms, and if not, we try to use them on the bottom of the weekend. Hang on. There we got us a good mess of worms in there if you can see them. Now what I'll do, I'll take the dirt that I've been digging in, and that's what I'll put back in there with them. That's what I'll keep them in. I just use the dirt where I've been digging that to put back in there. And here the worms still crawling out the holes. Anyhow, we gotta get us some dirt put back in here, and some of this rotting vegetation that they let to feed on. And that'll keep them alive a while. Little small bream. YouTube, what I'm using today, well, right now I keep throwing the spinner. I'm using a 10-foot brim buster, a BB shot piece of lead or a buckshot piece, a little 4, my 4 gold eagle claw hook with the red cork or bobber, fishing probably about 2 foot deep on a 10-foot brim buster. See if I can get it turned over here. Called a Black Beauty. 10 foot. But so what I growed up fishing with, the old brim buster with the cork, cricket or earthworm. I like to use the earthworm a lot of times. That's what we could try for a while, and we also could throw the beetle spin some. Another little small brim. Maybe they'll get bigger directly. Anyhow, we'll see. The old worm. The thing about these worms, the cricket be gone. A lot of times these worms stay on that hook longer. Get a fish longer to bite. Tears the worm up. If he's still on there, you can always take a piece of it and wrap it back up on there. Well, it's hooked into something here with the old spinner. Let's see what we got here. Must be a brim the way it's running. Oh, an old slab copper-headed brim. Great. Nice brim there, YouTube. So you got the old coppery color up around his head there. I keep switching back and forth from the cork with the earthworm over to the spinner back and forth. Yeah, that's the hard part of his mouth. Yeah, that's a nice brim there. Now, good pound brim. Man, that old chump knocker run out there and grabbed onto it. A healthy stump knocker there, a spotted sunfish, whichever one you want to call him. Thought I had a pound brim there for a minute. Red breast here. You know, YouTube, I forgot. On my last video, I said I was going to be throwing some back. But I guess it's out of reflex that I keep throwing them in the box there, which it ain't hurt. It's early in the year. The wife's still putting up fish, so we'll take a few of them out today. Little small breams. Where's your big fellers at? Some big stump knockers, I know that. Spotted sunfish. Keep seeing mayflies float by on the water. They must have fell pretty heavy sometime or another. I keep seeing some dead ones float by. That fish is probably loving that. Whew, that was cold. I did it now. I was hooked into one of them big mudfish on this brim buster. Oh man, he's got it. Well, I'm glad he come off. There was a fight there for a minute. He didn't bend my hook. I tell you, these brim busters are fun now. This is how I started off fishing years ago. So we didn't have, most of us used a cane pole back then. I didn't get a brim buster, I was about 15. But if you want a fun way to fish, get you a cane pole with that cork, brim buster, put you a cricket or a worm on there, and you can have some fun, especially with some panfish. A little small brim here. We may not be catching no big ones with the old brim buster, but we got us some worms dug for Friday evening, even Saturday. We might fish on the bottom some down deep during the day. See what we can catch on the bottom down there. I mostly wanted to dig some worms today. Well, I'd have some. I figured since I was down here, I'd throw the brim buster a little bit with the cork on it and see what the fish might do. We keep catching the small ones. Oh, little speckled perch. These are some pretty little fish here. If he'll get back up here. Yeah, that's some pretty little fish. They're little speckled, we call them speckled perch. They're pretty, got all kind of different colors on them. They're sweet eating little fish, but you got to get them bigger than that one. That one's pretty small. Here we go. Got something other on the old brim buster here with the cork big enough to keep. Got old smallmouth there. The smallmouth love earthworm now. You can catch some smallmouth on the earthworm. Throw you in the box there. See if there's any more over there. I can get the boat turned back around. This wind keeps blowing me around. That's another thing about that worm, that cricket. They hit that cricket a lot of times will come right off. That worm, sometimes you can catch 2 or 3 fish with that worm. That must have been it. This wind keeps blowing me around. Got something on here. Another old smallmouth. I'll tell you, this is a simple way to fish, but it's also fun. Like I say, I grew up doing this with the cane pole back when I was young. I still like to do it sometime. Get down here and catch some on this old brim buster. Especially if you hook into about a 2.5 pound shell, or about 1.5 pound shell cracker. 1.5 pound shell cracker give you a fight on this brim buster now. The water over there swimming. They can't see very good, but they can smell and hear. He's moving right along. There, YouTube. It started cooling down. I'm kind of chilly from that mudfish wetting me earlier. I think we gotta call it for the day. I just wanted to bring you some fishing with the brim buster, and we got us a mess of worms dug so we could get out there and Friday evening, maybe Saturday, and try to do a little fishing with some of the worms. See what we can do with that. Hope you enjoyed. See you the weekend.